John Heinsohn. John Heinsohn is chair of the New Media Council of the Producers Guild of America. John's question is as follows. The PGA developed the Transmedia producer credit in 2010. Can you explain the difference for this audience between new media and transmedia, and what a more traditional producer can do to learn more about both?
Sure. So how many of you know what transmedia is? Very few, right? Okay. So, you talk about new media, right? New media has been around for a long time. Lori had mentioned before she had gotten into it in 2005 and was early. There are people who have been in it since the mid-90s. It was early. That's because the technology piece of it, in terms of delivering video content, was very immature. The pipe wasn't big enough for the content to come through. And so what was interesting was when I was an executive at Fox in the late 90s, I was seeing the potential of reaching audiences on these multiple platforms, these new media, right? So what happened was when in the mobile space, when Made for Mobile went away in 2008, that's when this whole notion of transmedia came into play. It's not just about that new platform that you're going to, but it's really about that world, that central IP, like Lori had also mentioned. It's really about the stories themselves and about all the different platforms that the content can live on simultaneously. And this is very organic to where the studios are because of vertical integration, right? The studios are going to own the IP. They're not going to sell it out to anybody else. So transmedia really represents a great, exciting thing for the future because it's all about the notion of community. Community is the new value proposition, right? It's not about the audience, it's about the community. Empire is succeeding because of the community around it. People are talking about it, they're engaging the content. The audience is there in the new media space, right? They're consuming content in all sorts of new ways. Reese Witherspoon mentioned that this morning. It's all about the new consumption model. Transmedia really represents that idea about that central intellectual property and all the different stories that can radiate from that aren't necessarily connected. It's a very, very exciting time for producers because it's a convergence of three things. Traditional media as we know it, branded advertising, and technology. And if you want to be attached to cutting-edge content, you need to be attached to cutting-edge technology. But as storytellers, you have to be flexible because technology is the last mile. And because there's no standardization in the marketplace yet, producers really have to be informed about these new technologies, these new platforms, these new business models to position themselves to really make money in this still immature space. And that's one of the big things we've been trying to do in the Guild.
Great, John. Thank you.